Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 17 of the Village Legends podcast. Episode 17, that's the Keith Hernandez edition, Phillip Rivers edition, Chris Mullen edition. If your fans out there could think of any other 17s, let us know. I'm Sess. That's C Flash 5 on my side. We're back once again. We're going to take you around the world of sports this week. Once again, a lot of stuff to cover this week. NCAA football, some WNBA news, Major League Baseball. We got it's almost time to pick these MVPs. Boxing, of course, tennis, and an extra point here. So we'll see what we got.
Turn it around.
What do we got today, my brother C?
Well, first and foremost, welcome back, everybody. Episode 17. We have made it to episode 17, and we are excited to get into it like we always do. No holds barred. We want to definitely jump into sports as we know it. Today, we're going to start off with a tribute because it's already started already. NCAA college football is in effect. But we have to pay homage to one of the legendary, I want to say, announcers, analysts, coach.
Yep.
He's a great guy, Lee Corso, and we want to definitely send him off on our podcast, the Village Legend Podcast, with a salute to that man because he is, legendary in his own right, and he deserves to, be passed his flowers and be talked about. He gets me excited every Saturday morning whenever college game day comes on ESPN, and it's great to see that whenever it's that college football is popping. It's gonna go to the extreme. It's gonna you're just excited. You're getting your popcorn ready. You're waking up on Saturday morning. You might be tailgating. Great things. You know it. Because they make their predictions weekly. Like we said on our show, we're going to be doing that. So that's something new. But we're going to definitely be making our predictions week to week. Mr. Corso, I just want to read out your resume real fast. You start off coaching for the University of Indiana. You are an Indiana Hoosier. And your time there, your 38-year career, I want to say, that's phenomenal. You were there from 1973 to 1982. You were the only one who actually brought them to a bowl game and won.
Wow.
Prior to that time, Indiana was struggling. It had a terrible football program. But Coach, when you came in there, you brought a whole different culture. You brought a whole different attitude, which was great. And again, that's something that you've always done. You come with a whole vibrant attitude that everybody is. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's contagious, and it's a great contagious feeling.
So now he's done after this season. This will be his final season.
This Saturday coming up, August 30th,
It's his last.
will be his last
Broadcast.
broadcast for
Wow.
college game day, and he will no longer be doing it. I believe Coach is in his 90s now.
Wow.
And that's a blessing, because anytime you make it that far along, it's great. But
That's right.
he will be missed. And you came up with the slogan every weekend, not so fast. Whenever it came to your time to speak about the teams that were going to win when you guys broadcast and talk about the big games, and you put on your legendary what do you call that?
The mascot,
the mascot
hats,
helmets and helmets.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you started way back in 1995,
Wow.
right, which was great. Unfortunately, you did it at Ohio State, so we're not going to really get into that
Good job,
too much.
Coach.
But yeah, that's when you started off with putting on the mascot helmets and I wouldn't even say helmets, but just the mascot, costumes and all that. And it speaks volumes because that's what you're known for, and we're gonna miss that. You've upset some guest hosts that came on there. We talk about from actors to actresses to just other former athletes, but that's okay. That's what this is all about. Not everybody's gonna have is going to agree with what you say in sports. This is why we do what we do, me and Seth, because we want to get our views out on our platform.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
again, it's you're going to be missed, Coach, and we wish you well, and God bless.
God bless, Coach. Congrats on a great career. We'll miss you. So I guess Herb Street is the next in line, right? Kirk Herbstreit is right behind him.
I wouldn't say Kirk.
No,
because they have a panel of again, they have Desmond Howard.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kirk Herbstreit. You have what's my guy that has his show on ESPN now after First Take. We all know him.
It'll come to us.
Yes, it will come to us. But they will have, and also Coach Nick Saban is on there as well. I don't want to sit there and say who's going to replace Coach Lee Corso, but again, it's hard to replace a legend like that.
Yes, sir.
So he will be missed. I want to also go into the topic of, because we are in the opening week of college football, the big game will be next Saturday in Ohio at Ohio State, Texas versus Ohio State. It is going to be the starting not preview, but the starting job now completely goes to Arch Manning, and a lot of people, even the analysts and the experts alike, are excited on what is going to take place in that game. We have the defending national champions in Ohio State. They have who many experts feel that Ohio State has the best receiver in college football, and it's a lot. I believe, again, I don't want to get too hyped because it's the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited that we are finally here. College football is a great game, and it's, you might as well, people might laugh at me, or they might say, oh, you're crazy, but you might as well put it up there with the NFL, because the NFL is getting these boys.
Yep.
So I just think it's going to be a hell of a game. I feel Texas has enough talent to really do some really good things.
Yeah.
I don't particularly want to make a prediction, but in my mind, I believe that Texas can do some damage versus Ohio State. So I'm not going to, pick that game. Also, I want to also get into real quick, Seth, with the predictions for college football.
Yep, we'll be getting them to you guys.
The sources say that the expected teams to make the college football playoffs of 2025-26 would be Texas, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, Alabama, Oregon, Clemson, and Notre Dame. The list goes wide, with Texas ranked number one in some preseason polls. They have strong candidate to make the playoffs. They also have returning players, strong players that are coming back. Ohio State is favored to win pretty much every year. So I don't think that's a head scratcher for anybody that watches college football. Ohio State's always in there.
Always in the mix.
As me being a Michigan fan, I disagree with that.
Me being an Ohio State fan, I totally agree with that. You're not going to pick that game. I'm going to pick it. I'm saying 38-27 Ohio State beats Texas.
Woo!
Mark me down. It's high scoring, 38-27 Ohio State.
It's going to
And by the way, go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish.
High scoring sounds good. I definitely feel it. We'll definitely go over maybe 47 points. I will say that just to be safe. it's going to be something to watch. I'm leaning towards Texas, and it's nothing against Ohio State. I don't hate Ohio State. I'm lying. But I will say this. I do give respect to where respect is due. Ohio State is a hell of a football program. So is Texas. So I will say this to all the gamblers out there. I'm not telling you who to pick. I'm just saying lean towards Texas.
There it is. There it is. Anything else in the NCAA, my brother?
By
the way, let me just mention real quick. My man said to me before we went on the air, he thinks Arch Manning may be the best college quarterback of the Manning family. You going to stick by that? You think he's got the goods?
Let me see what happens this season.
Okay.
Listen,
both Mannings had hell of college careers. Both of them.
Yes, and even the father.
Yes.
Now the grandfather has set he has set the lead for all of this. But at the end of the day, let's see what happens now this season.
Let's see.
Also, real quick,
keep an eye on it.
I want to jump back also with Coach Corso. He's done 430 total headgear selections. 430 headgear selections on College game day on Saturdays. That's unbelievable, Coach. And again, you're gonna be missed, and we wish you well. We wish you well.
Definitely wish you well, my brother. Anything else in the NCAA college football ranks, my friend?
No, I would say that's about it, Seth.
All right, brother. Guys, thanks for hanging. As you can see, Teacher LaShawn tells everybody, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep this thing rolling into the WNBA, the Women's National Basketball Association. We love it here. A lot of things going on. A rookie set a record this week. But, my man, I'll let you set it off. Talk to us about what you want to talk about in the WNBA. Let's talk about it.
Oh, well, let's get it. Let's get right. Let's get right into it. Real quick, I'm a fan of the UConn Husky, female basketball team. I'm Michigan all the way through. But I will say that I definitely root for the on the girls' side of the basketball. I definitely root for UConn. UConn and Coach Ariyama has done a phenomenal job. He goes without say. His resume is long. Hate him or love him, you got to respect him. And again, with Paige Beckers, another addition to professional basketball out of the University of Connecticut.
Another great addition. She
had a hell of a game the other day. 44 points, 17 to 21 from the shooting from the field. 80.9%, including a perfect 4 for 4 from 3-point range and a 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Unfortunately, Dallas would go on to lose the game because they got work to do. They believe me, knowing that they have a star like Paige, it's going to be something serious now.
They got to build something.
They're going to build around that whole team.
Yeah, they have to.
No disrespect to also the star point guard that's on that team as well. Former Notre Dame star. I forgot her name. Forgive me, but she's an impeccable, an incredible player as well. No disrespect to you, Miss. Once again, they would lose to the LA Sparks. Paige set a new rookie record for points in a game with 44 points. Paige has averaged 19 points a game this year. So she will be, in my eyes, and I'm sure as we talk about it, but I believe she's going to be rookie of the year in the WNBA.
I believe so, too. I think she'll run away with that for sure.
She is definitely number one. Shout out to Tina Charles,
another stud
of the Connecticut Sun. She gets her 200th career double nice. with the team. Struggling again. It's been a real rough year for maybe 3 or 4 teams in the WNBA, and unfortunately, Tina Charles plays on that team. She's averaging 23 points.
She's all they got, really. They're 9-27.
I'm
right?
sorry, I stand corrected. In that Tina Charles in when she scored and got her 200th career double, she had 23 points to add with the victory versus the Chicago Sky, another team that's struggling. Third straight win for the Sun. Tina Charles averages about 18 points a game, and she's phenomenal. Anybody that's a WNBA fan, again, this is what we touch on. We're showing love to these girls. We just had our last episode. We talked about, do they deserve their money? Yes, they do. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna get into Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces. They've won 10 straight games. They're on a 10-game winning streak. Asia is on her 19th double-double to beat the Washington Mystics 91-81. She's averaging 23.2 points per game this season, and she has multiple 30-point games. And then I want to get into the Chicago Sky, where their record stands at 9-27. They're not the only ones. Connecticut Sun is up there too, where you have the Twin Towers, I call them, between Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, two former national champions. Angel Reese came out of LSU, and Camila came out of South Carolina. Their futures are looking bright with the Sky. I can see the Chicago Sky turning it around real soon. They just gotta build around them, just like Paige Beckers in Dallas. Angel has 19 double-doubles this season, and Camilla has 18 double-doubles this season.
Impressive. So,
again, pay these ladies their money. Stop playing with them. Pay them their money.
I would say, I mean, I agree with you. They should get paid. I don't know if the stats are the reason why. I would say the attendance is significantly up this year. They've already broken their attendance record for 2025. They've had over 2.5 million fans already come through the gates. So that, to me, tells me pay them their money more so than the stats, because they have girls every year that are great ballers that go out there and do their thing and represent and light it up. But you want to get them turnstiles popping, as we talk about it all the time. You want to get them people in the seats. And as it stands right now, they've broken their record. They got 2.5 million and counting for the 2025 season. So shout out to the ladies on that tip. For sure.
And also, everybody that's listening to us today, if you can show some love, to the WNBA players, go to a game, bring your daughters, bring your son, if you can, if you have a daughter who's aspiring to be great in basketball and she wants to be like the next Caitlin or the next Paige, or the next Amaya Moore, again, it's a great sport. It's basketball, folks. It's basketball. Support these teams, and our legendary former Hall of Famer and great man who he was, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to him. He supported them cold-handedly. He let it be known that he supported the WNBA and NCAA college basketball, females basketball, because he has his girls, and I'm a girl dad, and it's it's not just the reason why, but it's like, come on now, we gotta support to keep this thing going,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of the Black Mamba, happy heavenly birthday, Kobe Bryant. Yesterday would have been his 47th birthday. God bless the man, my favorite athlete of all time. Still, his light shines on. Still, you can't go a day without seeing his contributions to basketball. So, anything else in the WNBA, my brother?
That's about it, Sess. Wait, hold on, real fast. I'm sorry. Like Lee Corso said, this is the Lee Corso day, so we're gonna say not so fast. WNBA Power 5 rankings. You have the Minnesota Lynx, Atlanta Dream,
Asia. Yep.
Las Vegas Aces,
NBC.
Phoenix Mercury, Golden State Valkyries. The playoffs start September 14th. So to all the WNBA fans, get ready, all right? Because the playoffs are about to start, and we about to crown a new champion this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Kelsey Plum on the game winner to run her in the lane this week. Awesome. They asked her what they could do better to move forward, and in the post-game interview, and she said, play some effing defense, and I'm censoring myself. She did not censor herself. Also, shout out Sophie Cunningham, my girl. I know you're going to be out the rest of the season, but do your thing, and you'll be back better than ever. My brother, good job on the WNBA. We're going to move in to Major League Baseball, my friend. Major League Baseball is going to be next. A lot of stuff to talk about in MLB. Mainly, we're getting down to it. I mean, we got 40, 45 games left in the season, and they're starting to talk about the MVP candidates. Who's it going to be? Who we going to see win the MVP? National League, you got Shohei Ohtani, you got Kyle Schwarber, and you got Pete Crow Armstrong. Those are my top three representatives for the National League. Shohei batting at 280. 44 home runs, 83 RBIs coming into today. Pete Crow Armstrong, 256, 28 home runs, 81 RBIs. Does so many things on the baseball field to help his team.
Pete Crow is nasty.
He's nasty. And Kyle Schwarber, of course. Kyle, who is the man at the plate. He has really found himself the last 2-3 years. 248, 45 home runs, 109 RBIs already. So those are the National League candidates, my friend. You think Shohei runs away with it? Or do you think, I mean, Schwarber, if the Phillies win the NL East, I think they got to really consider Schwarber because Harper's been hurt a lot of the year and Schwarber's been carrying those guys. I know you want to talk about Zach Wheeler just went down. Give us your feel on the NL MVP, my brother.
I mean, Shohei is going to definitely run away with it. I mean,
so?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Look at what he's doing. He's for what I said, I believe he broke a record that was held in 1930s or 1920s.
Well, yeah, up to this point, he scored the most runs up to this point in a season. Yeah. So it's a good number. It's not the final number, but it's a really good number to have. He's like over 100 runs scored in 124 games.
Now he's back to pitching, Seth.
I know.
So I mean, what else are we talking about here?
I hear you.
He's the Godzilla of baseball.
Yep.
You know, so for those that were awaiting his arrival and his presence, he's here.
He's here.
He right now is the face of baseball.
Yes, totally agree with that. Now, I personally would vote for Kyle Schwarber though for MVP because I think if you take Shohei off the Dodgers, they're still a first place team.
Okay.
If you take Schwarber off the Phillies, they're dead in the water. They're not making the playoffs. Sorry to say it, they're not making it. So to me, he's the most valuable player for his team this season. But I hear your point on Shohei 100%. Totally, brother. So I'm with you on that. So one vote for Shohei, one vote for Kyle. On the other side, the American League is really a two-horse race in the American League. It's Aaron Judge, who's hitting 326, 40 home runs, 92 ribbies. And it's Cal Raleigh, the switch-hitting bopper, the catcher from Seattle, 244, 47 home runs, already has the switch hitting catcher record for home runs. Now has his sights set on the overall catcher record for home runs. Also has 102 ribbies. So that's a two-man race. Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh. Who do you think is going to take that one? MVP status. It's a tougher one.
To all you who are just already set on Judge winning it again, I'm going to go with Cal Raleigh because I think Cal, he has put up the numbers. And, as long as he keeps playing well the way he's been playing, I think he might just get the MVP. And he's a catcher. So it's like, wow, like how often do we get a catcher since we've seen, Buster
Posey
from the San Francisco Giants?
It's a great point. Great point.
So to see Cal, Raleigh, I really believe his numbers will put him up there to be the AL MVP of the season. Again, we're coming close to the end, so we're gonna stand by and see.
You know what? I was thinking one way coming into this debate, and after you just mentioned how he plays catcher and how tough that position is, I'm gonna join you. Pound up for that. Cal Raleigh, the AL MVP. We both choose Cal Raleigh. Great job, brother. Great job. I know you had a couple more MLB tidbits you wanted to hit on. Go ahead, talk to him.
Real fast, as being Mets fans, we want to wish well to Zach Wheeler. Zach, it's been on the news, it's been on ESPN and all sports channels that Zach is gonna end his season and foresee surgery for what I believe they call it venous thoracic, sorry, venous
Thoracic
outlet syndrome.
Mhm.
It's even hard to say, but it's even, I've never heard of that before. So in sports terms or medical terms, I wish I had, a medical expert that we could all present to everybody that's watching right now. Zach Wheeler, to what I've gathered, he has the same injury that Matt Harvey had, where they have to remove a rib. So anybody that knows baseball, if you got to have a rib removed in baseball, that is pretty much your career is not going to last much longer. So I want to say it's harsh. It's really, really harsh.
Mr. Nelson, thanks for the update. Judge hit number 41 today, folks. So Judge has 41 home runs now. So he is in the mix. I'm sorry. Continue. Yeah, venous thoracic outlet syndrome. Basically, what? Blood clots? Is that what it is, basically?
So around his shoulder and neck is blood clots that they got to go into surgery and replace and heal, or just try to do their thing. The doctors have to do their thing with him on a medical level. It's a 6 to 8 months recovery. Zach has gone on record saying that he was going to play to 2027. I believe was on record.
Yeah.
And I just don't, Seth, what do you think? I wanted to debate this on the show because I believe his career is over. And I don't like to put that type of hammer on anyone's career. So, Zach Wheeler, again, you played with us and you were a good pitcher for us. So, to me, once a Met, always a Met. But what do you think? Do you see him coming back?
I see him coming back. Guys have come back from this. They haven't really been that successful coming back from this, but guys have come back from this. I think he will come back. I don't know how good he'll be when he comes back. Hopefully he just takes his time to recover. But if he wants to pitch, I think he'll come back. Now, will he be the same pitcher when he comes back? That time will tell. But obviously focus on your health first, Zach, and worry about the career later.
But Seth, 6 to 8 months.
I know, it's a long time.
That's a long time.
But guys get Tommy John surgery, they're out even longer than that, and they come back. You know what I mean? This one, though, with getting a rib removed and all this other particular stuff that's going on, is very difficult. It's going to be tough for Zach. Big fans of Zach Wheeler on this show, so we wish him well. And we'll see what happens, brother. We'll check in with him in 6 to 8, see what's going on.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Anything else in MLB?
No, that's it, my brother.
Trying to think if I got anything else. I think that's it for myself as well. We move on, folks. We move on to that world famous boxing segment. Some interesting news in the boxing world this week. See, why don't you talk to him? Let him know what we got cooking.
Recently, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez have agreed to fight each other. Shakur is going up in weight, and it's supposed to take place early 2026. So they haven't confirmed a date yet. To all my boxing fans that are out there listening, they have not confirmed the date, but it is going to be early 2006. That's what both fighters in their camps want, and they are expecting. Stevenson is 24-0 with 11 KOs. Teofimo is 22-1 with 13 KOs. Both have 0 draws, and it's going to be for Teofimo's WBO junior welterweight 140-pound title. So we're going to see how that goes moving forward. Again, as we get closer, folks, the big fight, the la creme, the Super Bowl fight I call it
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year, which we all hope will be the fight of the year. Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford. We will have the podcast on that day, and we will all be talking. Well, me and Seth will be talking about it with some hopefully some special guests that will come through for that time, and we will just again it will just be that special day of boxing because it's such a big event, and we want to sit there and spend an hour talking about it, the pros and cons. Should what Crawford should watch out for, what Canelo should watch out for, who has the advantage. So I'm excited about that.
We're gonna break it all down, absolutely.
So again, that is coming soon. Okay, so just be patient. And I also just tuned in. This just in, like we say again, Lee Corso, not so fast, but just in. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has been released. From a Mexican prison, and there's a lot of information to go into that I'm not going to get into. Again, he was a former champ, and we wish him well. Good luck to whatever you have coming up in your future. But again, he's been released. So anyone who's a Julio Cesar Chavez fan, junior fan, he's been released and heading back probably home to his family.
Yep, absolutely.
That's it for the boxing segment.
I'm going to add one thing into the boxing segment just announced in the past week. November 14th, 2025, Jake Paul will take on Gervonta Tank Davis. We were just talking about Tank last week. Asking him to take care of his own business and then get himself right and get himself back into boxing.
Correct.
Well, he didn't waste any time. He took the biggest fight he could get, truthfully, at this moment. He took Jake Paul, so he's going to make a lot of money. And it's going to be a big affair. It's going to be something to watch. Tank Davis, 5'5", 135 pounds versus Jake Paul, 6'1", 220 pounds, my brother. I guess they're calling it an exhibition. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think?
There's no other thing that you can call it.
Right.
I'm trying to not call it a clown show. I don't want to see Tank Davis fighting somebody that's a lot bigger than him. But at the end of the day, Jake Paul, this is what he does.
Yeah, this is what he does.
This is what Jake does, and honestly,
I respect him for it. It's his business.
I know we've talked about it on previous episodes.
Yeah,
and to our listeners and our viewers, I'm just not a fan of this. I'm really trying to. I'm going to talk about what we see as far as sports, and we have to talk about this, folks. Until I see the fight happen, that's when I'll believe it.
Well, it's set in stone from what I gather, so we'll see. The best thing that can happen, and Gervonta, I hope you're listening, brother. Please knock him out, please. I know you got a big weight differential, a big size differential, but I know you've knocked out dudes probably in the ring in sparring sessions, maybe on the street, this much bigger than you. Do your thing for the boxing world, for us. Yeah. For the boxing segment here on the Village Legends podcast, please put this boy on his back. Let's make it happen.
I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead, go.
I just feel that it would have been probably better to see Anthony Joshua get in the ring versus him.
Yeah, probably.
That because that right there, either way, Tank, I get it. You got power, Tank, you do. Mm-hmm. But I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Just gotta get him. He's gotta get him. Just get him, Tank. Just do your thing and get him, and just put all this BS to rest once and for all.
Because I guess it bothers me just a little bit because of the fact that I take boxing serious. Mm-hmm. When I report boxing on this on our podcast, I really take it serious. And if this fight is just for hype, because that's why I look. It's more about hype than it is being serious.
Mhm.
In the previous podcast, previous episodes that we talked, I've said we need to bring boxing back, and I don't know what to say about this.
This has been working for Jake, that's for sure. And they're getting their viewership, or else they wouldn't be doing these deals with him. So, what are you gonna do, brother? Anything else in the boxing world, my brother?
No, but I just want to touch bases on something real fast. How I know that after the boxing, we had something else lined up.
Go for it, brother.
I forgot to actually bring it up earlier, but let's jump to the NFL real fast. Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah.
And his deal with his current team, the Dallas Cowboys. It's crazy out there, folks. But don't be fooled by the hype. Money talks. Everything else runs the marathon. It's happened this past week that Micah Parsons' agent, David Mula-Getta, told Jerry Jones, who is the president, CEO, and the GM. All of that, he told him to take his contract and stick it up his you-know-what.
Where the sun don't shine.
So for those Cowboy fans who are diehard and truly, truly love y'all Cowboys, right now I want to go on record and saying, if y'all don't sign Micah Parsons, when y'all trade him, whatever the case may be, if he's not playing for you this season, do not expect good things to come out of Dallas because you need him.
You need him to be like average
Yes.
this year. So if you don't have him, you're in big trouble, Dallas. Not that we feel bad for you or anything, but
The sources say that the agent that represents Micah Parsons was annoyed and pissed off at the fact that Jerry tried to cut him out of negotiations. Has that happened in the past before? I'm sure it has.
I'm sure.
But he's Micah Parsons' representation. Sorry. And I would be pissed off if this is what you're paying me to do to represent you, and you're trying to cut me out of the action. That's a problem. So we need to definitely get that fixed. As a fellow Giant fan, and Seth is a fellow Giant fan, we are sitting there. We can sit here and say we really don't care. That's good luck to Dallas. If you watch Stephen A. on First Take, he has gone on record loving the fact that the Cowboys are going to do what they're going through. But we don't do that here.
Mm-hmm.
On this sports platform, we're going to talk about it. And Seth, what do you think?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you on this. It's going to be it's crazy that we're even here at this point with this guy. You know what I mean?
Is he not good enough?
I mean, he had
sign him.
He had a less than stellar season last year, but they all stunk.
Yeah.
I mean, he was playing for a bad team, so it's he was
still
one of their best players. I mean, it's crazy, but
we understand that quarterbacks are getting paid a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting paid a shitload of money, and when we get down to the nitty gritty and the reality of everything, now we have defensive players that are next to get paid a lot of money. Running backs have to, look what Saquon had to do. Saquon had to bet on himself. Okay, football fans, NFL football fans. So I want everybody to pay attention because this whole thing about contracts and getting extensions, it's more than what we think it is, folks. And I don't think it should take this long to sign somebody of Micah Parsons' talent and his resume and what he's done. It's okay for him to go out there and bust his ass and go out there, and do what he has to do for you. But again, I understand the other side of the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Mm-hmm.
And when the lately stands for this season, what are you going to do for us this season?
So true, my brother. So true.
Real quick to those who have not been updated, Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, has been waived by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to go off of what I heard from head coach Todd Bowles. He said you can't throw punches in this league. That's inexcusable. Sanders was competing for a 4th spot on the roster. And for those who saw it, he got into an altercation on the field with tight end Zach Davison of the Buffalo Bills. And that is what they're going off of why they had to cut him. And I think there was other things. It wasn't just the fact that he got into a scuffle.
Right, but he made it a little bit easier for him, I think, right?
Sure
he
did.
Made it easy for him, unfortunately.
We wish Shiloh Sanders well. And again, this is the all part of the business. We should not take this personally or make it personal. For those who do try to make it personal, there is a small window for the Sanders kids. Just so we all are clear.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Anything else in the NFL while we're on it?
That's it, my brother.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, I think we're getting close to the end of the episode here. We got a couple quick tidbits here. The U.S. Open tennis tournament has begun in Flushing, Queens. All you Mets fans, get ready for a little extra traffic the next couple weeks. The usual suspects are the favorites to win, Carlos Alcaraz on the men's side. And, of course, the ladies' side is stacked as usual, as well as the PGA Championship just ended today in golf. Shout out to Tommy Fleetwood. Won his first PGA Championship, his first overall Grand Slam, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, out of England, Tommy Fleetwood. So shout out to him. Let's see, any other quick hits? My man sent me a story. You know, I'm a big baseball card guy. There is an Upper Deck baseball card that features Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan's autograph, as well as each of their logos. It's called a patch auto. So it's got their NBA patch from their jerseys and their auto. Record high sales, sold for $12.9 million at auction, my friend. $12.9 million for a Kobe and a Jordan auto. I imagine LeBron couldn't get that high. That's for our boys right there, that one. But that's it on that. One more thing to mention real quick. The Little League World Series has come to an end, folks. Chinese Taipei, which is Taiwan. Chinese Taipei has won the Little League World Series. They beat Nevada in the finals in the championship game. Lin Ching-sei pitched a one-hitter for the Taiwanese boys. Shout out to him. Taiwan wins their 18th title in Little League World Series history. That is second all-time behind the American teams who've won like 40 or something like that combined. So shout out to them. Little League World Series, always a fun time.
Congratulations to you, but to all the little leaguers,
all the young men and women, and girls that played this year. Yep.
You guys have been entertaining like you are every year, and you know, keep doing what you guys got to do.
We got a little shout out. How will you guys feel if Parsons comes to the Giants? Well, Mr. Nelson, our line's already stacked. If we get Parsons, what? Forget it. I would love it personally, but I don't know where we would put him at this point.
I don't know about that question because you already know how I feel about that question. All right. So Mr. Nelson, you know, at the end of the day, Pops, you already know how I feel about that question, and you already know the answer. There's really no conversation. Hey, let him come. Let him come. But like I said, we would like nothing more, and there'd be NFL teams alike that would love to stick it to the Cowboys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real quick question for you. Giants have to get rid of one quarterback. Is it DeVito? No, is he gone? He had a great performance.
I definitely feel DeVito's gone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to roll with the other three.
There was some type of hype about that the Giants might try to trade Jameis. You see my face? I mean, viewers, to our viewers and our listeners, do you see my face? Okay, whatever that means. Again, it's all part of the business. You know, each NFL team has to make that 53-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the Giants have cut. They have cut about 8 players already. So, you know, it is what it is.
NFL begins next week. We will cover it. We'll cover week 1. NCAA football is back. It's a great time to be a sports fan. Guys, thanks for rocking with us. Happy birthday, Kobe Bryant. We miss you. C-Flash, take us out the way only you can. You got something?
Getting back to the Little League World Series. Again, I believe they're going to make some changes in the future. That will come out maybe in the future.
Mm-hmm.
They're still, you know, operating some things, maybe location, whatever the case may be.
That would be crazy.
But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, you know,
take us out, brother.
Again, to our listeners and our viewers, have a great week. Have a blessed week. And as always, think sports.
Peace. Good show.